Alright, hey guys, welcome back. Today I have a different type of video for you guys. So today I thought I would focus on a new type of diet. Well, it's not new, but it's a very popular type of diet called the keto diet or the ketogenic diet. So I thought I would explain what it is, how you can do it, and some warnings before you do try something like this. So before I jump into what the ketogenic diet is, I thought I would explain something about energy metabolism in your body. So primarily we have two main energy sources in our body, which are carbs and fats. Now, although we can derive energy from both of those sources, your body does preferentially pick carbs over fats. And the reason it does this is because carbs are very quick sources of energy and they're very easy to metabolize, meaning that if the body needs energy, it will preferentially choose to burn carbs before it defers to fats. And in a typical Western diet, where you're eating a combination of carbs and fats, the problem that arises is that your body will choose to burn the carbs and it will store the fats because it doesn't need them. And this can a lot of times lead to weight gain and a bunch of weight issues. So if you are in a situation like that, I think this video is for you. Now, what the ketogenic diet is that it is a very low carb diet. So it's a diet that's very deficient in carbs, but very rich in fats. And I mean the good fats. And the purpose of this diet is to switch your body from primarily using carbs to primarily using fats as its main energy source. And this is very beneficial for weight loss because instead of burning carbs, if your body switches to using fats for energy, then eventually it will also start burning off your bodily fats for energy. So let's say, for example, that you need 100 grams of fat per day for your energy. If you only eat about 80 grams of fat, then the other energy is going to come from your bodily fats. So the ketogenic diet has obviously been shown to lead to a bunch of weight loss and a bunch of other health benefits, which I recommend you research on your own time. So a diet that's very keto friendly would consist of things that are high fats and low carbs. These can include avocados, green leafy vegetables, bacon, essentially any meat that's high in fat content and low in carb content. You can also have things like olive oil, butter, cheese. But again, these are things you don't want to overdo, but you can incorporate into your diet for the sake of hitting a certain amount of fats per day. And like I mentioned before, the ketogenic diet has shown to produce a lot of weight loss. And the two main reasons it leads to weight loss is, again, when you switch to a keto diet, your body has to switch from using carbs for energy to using fats for energy. And when it does make the switch, we call it ketosis or a state of ketosis. And in this state, your body is primarily burning fats for energy. So again, if you are burning fats for energy, this will lead to weight loss. And there have been studies on this. There have been studies that compared the weight loss difference between a diet that's a diet that's low carb versus a diet that is low fat. So obviously the low carb diet being the keto diet and the low fat diet being a standard diet. Now, the results of the study showed that a low carb diet actually leads to greater weight loss than a low fat diet. And this is very contrary to what Western health systems have taught us. They like most people tend to think you shouldn't eat any fats because if you eat fats, it will lead to weight gain. And although this is true on a certain level, where if you're eating a combination of carbs and fats, you will gain weight. But if you're on a keto diet, which essentially is non-existent in carbs, but very rich in fats, over time you will begin to lose weight. And the second reason you lose weight on a keto diet is because of insulin. Now, most people are already familiar that when you eat something that's very rich in carbohydrates, your body spikes in insulin levels. And what studies have shown is that increased insulin actually suppresses weight loss. So people who eat very carb-rich foods and who have consistently high levels of insulin will find it difficult to lose weight. So making the switch to a ketogenic diet that's very deficient in carbohydrates will kind of prevent this insulin spikes from occurring, which will inevitably lead to easier weight loss, which is why this diet is specifically becoming more and more popularized with time. Now, one of the last things I want to mention is two risks that the ketogenic diet has. The first risk being the keto flu. And what the keto flu is that when you make this transition from a carbohydrate-rich diet to a fatty-rich diet, there is an adjustment period. And usually people get hit with the keto flu about several days into the keto diet. And essentially what it results in is you might experience things such as headaches or nausea or random bodily aches. Maybe you're experiencing a lot of fatigue. And understand that a lot of this is normal, but it should only last you about 2 to 3 days at most. If you find that the symptoms of keto flu are lingering and it's not going away, then I would suggest switching back to your regular diet and introducing a low carb diet more slowly rather than immediately jumping into it. And again, if you do experience any odd symptoms, please go see a physician, consult with a doctor, see what they say. And the second risk is the risk of dehydration. Now, the keto diet, like I've mentioned, is very low in carbohydrates. But that's problematic because the carbohydrates you have stored within you, either as free carbohydrates or stored as glycogen, what they do is they help retain water inside your body. So carbohydrates help retain water inside your body. Now, if you don't have sufficient carbs in your body, what that can result is you will experience frequent urination and you will experience things like dry mouth. And this is a result of dehydration. So it's important that if you do switch to a ketogenic diet, that you get enough electrolytes and that you drink plenty of water. And if you do this, you should be fine. All your symptoms should go away and you will eventually transition to a state of ketosis. Before I leave and cut off this video, I want to say that if you feel like this diet is for you, I recommend you do research by yourself. See if it's a diet that you can stick to because it is a very sensitive diet. You have to limit yourself to like 20-30 grams of carbs per day, which is very difficult for most people. And if you feel like it does fit your lifestyle, then you could try it for a short while and see if it works for you, and if not, then transition to maybe just a low carb diet instead of a very strict keto diet. But yeah, just do your own research and figure out what works for you. And that's going to be it for me today. That's all I had planned. Hopefully I informed you on what the ketogenic diet is and maybe if it's for you. But yeah, that's it for me. Let me know if you liked this video. Let me know if you found it helpful and informational. And let me know if you didn't like it and why. Yeah, see you guys later.